Hello. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 lessons I learned from running my YouTube channel in 2022. One thing I learned that I hadn't really realized before is that a YouTube channel is very different from a television talk show. With a talk show, you can do a wide variety of things. You can interview a celebrity for one segment, and then you can have a cooking segment, and then you can have a shopping segment, and then a segment where you interview a cute kid or play with animals from the zoo. And then you can have yet another segment talking about hot topics in the news. A general interest talk show is a format that is basically unlimited. But because YouTube and other social media platforms are so driven by very specific algorithms, having content that's all over the place on your YouTube channel actually hurts you, the content creator. Instead of appealing to more people by posting content with a wide variety of subjects, you actually reach fewer people because the algorithm doesn't know how to promote your channel since it's a hodgepodge of different things. I once interviewed veteran disc jockey and television personality Donnie Simpson, famous for BET's Video Soul, which I watched religiously as a high schooler in the 80s. Donnie said to me when I interviewed him at an award show that instead of broadcasting, television has become narrowcasting. And that's what a YouTube channel is, narrowcasting. The riches are in the niches, as the saying goes. However, once you build up a large following like writer and podcaster Tim Ferriss, author of the bestseller The 4-Hour Workweek, whose YouTube channel has millions of subscribers, that's when you can start to experiment and post video commentaries and interviews on a variety of subjects. Once you amass a huge subscriber base on YouTube, you can explore whatever you're interested in, and you can afford to lose a few subscribers here and there. Hell, once you have 1 million followers, you can afford to lose a few thousand subscribers here and there. And I realized this year that my YouTube channel has been all over the place. I've posted cooking videos, I've posted videos about repurposing a CD cabinet into a multimedia entertainment center. I interviewed an author about mental health issues. In 2023, I plan to focus this channel more on writing and filmmaking and post more content that appeals to people who are passionate about writing and filmmaking. Whether you're a writer and filmmaker yourself, or you're just someone who loves books and movies and storytelling in all its forms. The second thing I learned from running my YouTube channel this year is that when I speak extemporaneously on camera, I tend to take awkward pauses and use a lot of filler words like and you know and so. And that makes it harder to edit my videos because I try to edit out those awkward pauses and pesky filler words, which can be distracting and downright boring and cause people to lose interest in the video. So it's sort of a catch-22, and there I go again, using a filler word like so. But seriously, it takes less time for me to record a video if I don't script it out ahead of time, but it takes longer in the video editing process. Now on the flip side, if I take the time to script out a video before I record it, that can be a fairly lengthy process as well because I try to edit and wordsmith the script before loading it into the teleprompter app on my phone. I use a teleprompter app called Parrot on my iPhone that's pretty user-friendly. With unscripted videos, I record them on Zoom and speak directly into the camera on my laptop. But with scripted videos, I use my separate DSLR camera because that works best with the teleprompter, and I put the camera and my phone on a tripod that has a teleprompter screen, and I speak facing the camera. And the way that I have to position the camera so that I can see the teleprompter, it's kind of complicated to make sure the camera is in focus. So although it takes longer to script out a video and record it using a teleprompter, I speak much more smoothly, and the video editing process is a lot more efficient. On the other hand, I'm aware that when I'm reading from a teleprompter, sometimes it's obvious that I'm reading, and I may come across as a bit stiff and wooden as compared to when I'm just speaking off the cuff. Another thing that's a bit frustrating about making videos is that when I'm dictating a script into my phone, I can go on and assume that the video is going to be a long one because I have so much to say. But then when I edit the video, a lot of times the final product is only like 3 to 5 minutes. And from what I've heard, longer commentary videos tend to do better and get more views on YouTube. And further complicating the video editing process is that when I do a commentary video, I often drop in photos and B-roll, which is additional footage to make the video more visually appealing. And that can be extremely time-consuming. And that's why in 2023, I plan to post more videos in which I'm interviewing someone. Not only is the video editing process less time consuming when I do interviews, I also feel like there are so many cool people out there who have a lot of interesting things to say about writing, filmmaking, and pop culture in general. And speaking of interesting people, that brings me to the third lesson I learned from running my YouTube channel in 2022. One of the reasons I started this channel is to bring awareness to the courageous black women who integrated pro wrestling in the 1950s. Women like Babs Wingo, Ethel Johnson, and Marva Scott, who are being inducted into the inaugural class of the Women's Wrestling Hall of Fame. Big shout out to my friend Christopher Anino for making that happen. I profiled Ethel, Babs, and Marva, who were sisters, as well as their peers like Ramona Isbell and Kathleen Wembley, in the documentary that I directed, Lady Wrestler, the amazing untold story of African American women in the ring, which is streaming on Amazon Prime Video. I want to continue to use my YouTube channel as a platform to champion these trailblazing women and post updates like the videos I posted earlier this year about their induction into the Women's Wrestling Hall of Fame, and the short biography that the A&E cable channel aired about Ethel Johnson this summer. But I'm also cognizant that there's a fine line I have to walk between, on the one hand, doing everything in my power to bring awareness to the lady wrestlers, but on the other hand, not being too promotional. What I mean is that I have to be careful so that this channel doesn't come across like one big commercial for Lady Wrestler, the documentary. If there are facts about these history makers that you'd like to know that I haven't covered yet on this channel, leave a comment on this video or email me at chrisbornay@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and here's wishing you a healthy and happy, prosperous 2023. If you like this video, please leave a comment, share it, and subscribe to my channel.